Because the evaporator and condenser serve to move heat from one area to another, they are both commonly referred to as heat exchangers, and the rate of exchange is determined by the medium that heat is being expelled to, as well as the temperature difference between the two. The most common media used in refrigeration systems are air and water. To facilitate this heat exchange, there needs to be a significant difference in temperature between the refrigerant and the surrounding medium, and this temperature difference is controlled by manipulating the pressure in the system. The compressor raises the pressure of the refrigerant before it enters the condenser, and thereby raises its temperature high enough to allow for the heat exchange necessary to change its state. The compressor therefore serves the dual purpose of raising the pressure and temperature of the refrigerant entering the condenser, as well as circulating the refrigerant through the system. For the evaporator to absorb the heat from the area being cooled, the refrigerant liquid entering it needs to be at a very low temperature for the difference to be sufficient for the heat exchange. This is done by lowering the pressure of the refrigerant entering the evaporator, thereby lowering its temperature too, and the metering device serves this purpose. The two most commonly used metering devices are the capillary tube and expansion valve. Refrigerants are chosen specifically for their saturation temperature, which is commonly referred to as their boiling point, as this is effectively the temperature at which the refrigerant boils off in the evaporator, converting it to its vapor state before it re-enters the compressor. R-410A, for example, has a saturation temperature of -26 degrees Celsius and is used for medium temperature applications such as domestic refrigerators. R-410A, which is currently most used in air conditioning systems, has a saturation temperature of -51 degrees Celsius, and R-507, with its saturation temperature of -46 degrees Celsius, is commonly seen in low temperature applications such as freezer rooms. There are many options on the market for refrigerants, and more are consistently being developed to meet industry demands. Governmental regulations and environmental guidelines are just some of the drivers behind innovation in the refrigerant manufacturing space.